dear children of Primary 1. Welcome to this second edition. The subject is English. My name is Teacher Diana. I'm going to be taking you through English. Last time I forgot to write my telephone number. Let me write it here. In case of anything, your parents can contact me. My number is 0703 12 32 03. You can either call me or WhatsApp me using that number. So last time we stopped on page 9. We stopped on page 7. So today we are going to begin from page 8. When you look at page 8, we have verbs. We have a word verb. When I talk of a verb, I mean a doing word or an action word. A verb is an action word. So there are different actions I'm going to do, and those are verbs. When I do like this, I'm clapping. So clapping is a verb. When I do like this, I am washing. Washing is a verb. Brushing. Brushing is a verb. Jumping. Jumping is also a verb. There is reading. Reading is a verb. So those are action words or doing words. So when they talk of a verb, they mean an action word. A verb is an action word. So we have examples of verbs here. We have jump, sit, wash, write, read, play, dance, stand, and so many others. So these are examples of action words or examples of verbs. We are going to add ing on the verb. We are going to add ing on the verb, and that is called now tense. Now tense means something is happening now. That's why I put another word, happening, meaning it is taking place just now. That is now tense. So I have some of the words here, or some of the doing words here. For example, I have the word read. Read, when I want to talk about it in now tense, in something that is happening now, so I will say reading. I write the word read and I add ing, so it will become reading. I have the word cook. Cook in now tense will be cooking. I write the word cook and then add ing. I have the word write. Write will become writing. But there is a special thing on the word write. The word write ends with letter E. So those action words, those verbs that end with letter E, in now tense, we drop E and then add ing, meaning that we don't write the E in now tense. Just like the word write, I have the word write here, it ends with E, but when I was writing in now tense, I did not write the E, meaning I dropped the E and then added ing. Still, I have more two words here that end with E, more two verbs that end with E. For example, I have the word name. When you look at the word name, name ends with E. So in now tense, I will say naming. So I will drop the E and add ing. Name. I don't write the E, I drop it, and then I write ing. The same applies to make. When you look at the word make ends with E. It ends with E. So in now tense, it will be making. We drop the E and add ing. Make. We don't write the E. We add ing. So dear children, you help me write complete the remaining words here by adding ing. So here you're going to add ing on the remaining words here. For example, I have clean, you write cleaning, learn, learning, play, playing, collect, collecting. I think that one is very clear. Now, dear children, let us look at structures. When I talk of structures, I mean sentences. So here we are going to look at structures. What is Ali doing? So here is our Ali. Let me write the name of Ali. So here is our Ali. What is Ali doing? Ali is teaching. When you look at Ali, this is teacher Ali. This could be teacher Ali. So Ali is teaching. Ali is teaching. You write the word teach, teach, and then you add ing. Ali is teaching. Don't forget to end with a full stop at the end of the sentence. So dear children, we go on the next number. The next one on in your book. The next one in your book says, what are they doing? And I'm seeing children. I didn't draw them on the board, but I'm seeing children having ropes, skipping. So what are they doing? Since we have the word they, we are going to begin with they. What are they? They are. What are they doing? They are skipping a rope. They are skipping a rope. We shall, as we go on, we shall look at those words that double the last letter. For example, the word skipping, we shall look at it. But this time, don't forget to double for me. Skipping. Skipping has PP. SKIPPING. We shall look at that. What is he doing? What is he doing? There's someone inside here. What do you think he's doing? He is driving. Remember, the word drive ends with E. So when you're writing driving, don't forget to drop the E and then add ing. What is he doing? He is drive. We don't write the E, but we drop it and add ing. And then we have our full stop there. So you will have to answer even the remaining picture. You look at the picture, see what they are doing, and make a sentence about it. What are they doing? What are they doing? They are pointing at the sun. So you will have to complete this for me. So dear children, allow me go to the next page, and that is page 9. Page 9, that's where we've gone. Page 9. On page 9 we have complete the given sentences. Complete the given sentences. Number 1, the cleaners are mopping the dash. And we've been given some 2 words in the brackets. You have to choose and write the correct one, depending on the verb used. The cleaners are mopping the, of course, you know we can't mop the chalkboard. We have the word chalkboard and we have the word classroom. So you will choose the correct one from the brackets and write it. Number 2, the children are arranging the dash. In brackets we have the word roof books. The children are arranging the books. So you have to complete that. The next activity, the next instruction says, give the plural of the word given in brackets. Remember, I told you plural means many. So they want you to write the word in bracket in many, in a plural form, in its plural form. The word has been given in singular, meaning it is one. So they want you to change it to plural. The first sentence says, these are dash. In brackets we have the word teacher. These are teachers. These are teachers. So you're going to copy the word teacher and then add s to show that you've changed it to plural. Teacher when you're talking about one, and then teachers when you are talking about more than one. That's what plural means. Plural means more than one. So the next one, okay, let me write for you that first sentence here. Let me write the first sentence on the board. These are dash. Full stop. In brackets, they have given us the word teacher. So remember, use these are when you're talking about many or more than one. So we shall say, these are teachers. These are teachers. You copy brackets, teacher, teacher, and then add s to change it to plural. So these are teachers. That's it, dear children. The next number says, the dash are smart. The dash are smart. In brackets we have the word cook. The dash are smart. The dash are. Whenever you see this helping word are, just know the sentence is in plural. The sentence is talking about more than one. The dash are smart. The dash are smart. In brackets we have the word cook. So we shall say the cooks, because this sentence is in plural. They want us to write it in plural. The dash are smart. So we shall say the cooks. The cooks. Some of you make a mistake of calling them cookers. My dear, they are not cookers. We call them cooks. The cooks. Cooker. A cooker is something where you cook from. That thing that is hot, the one you put in the electricity, that is a cooker. But when you're talking about a person, that is a cook. When there are many, they are cooks. The cooks are smart. So we've done two examples together, me and you. You will have to finish the remaining sentences. In case of anything you don't understand, Mommy is there to guide you. Or still you can tell your parents to contact me on the number I gave. Still they gave examples of verbs. We're still looking at verbs. In your book we have examples of verbs. We have look, dance, write, read, play, draw, run, walk, learn, kick, drive, ride, sleep, beat, sit. All those are examples of verbs. Like I explained in the, when I was beginning, that verbs are doing words, or verbs are action words. So let me look at, let me read this as I do the actions. Look, then I look. Dance, write, go, eat, read, sweep. I get a broom and sweep. Come. I have play. I'm playing with someone here. I'm playing. I have draw. Draw. I'm drawing a picture of a pot. Draw. I have run. Run. I have walk. Walk. I have learn, like you're learning. I have kick. I know you can't see my legs, but I'm kicking. I know drive. Vroom, 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 vroom. Drive. Ride. I ride a bicycle. I have sleep. But don't sleep in my lesson. Please don't sleep. I have beat. So those are action words. I believe I've done almost all the actions. So those are action words. Now, they have told us to underline verbs in these sentences. We've been given sentences and we are told to underline the verbs, to underline the action words, the doing words in those sentences. The first sentence reads, I can eat bread. I can eat bread. Where is the action word here? Which word is the action word there? The doing word there, the verb there. I can eat. I can eat bread. So it is our action word. So we underline. My dear children, it is always important for you to read and understand the instructions. So because sometimes they tell you underline and some of you end up doing like this. So when you circle and yet you were told to underline, you will not get a tick, you will not get a mark from your teacher. So when they say underline, you draw a line under that word. When you're told to circle, then you circle. Circle can mean the same as ring. Sometimes they use the word ring. When they say ring or circle, then you have to circle. But when they say underline, you have to draw a line. The next one, number 2, she walks slowly. Number 2, she walks slowly. She walks slowly. So where is the action word here? I believe you've seen the action word already. She, then the action word is there. She walks. That is the action word. So you underline the action words. I've done for you 2 sentences. You're going to find the remaining action words from the sentences and then underline them. The baby is crying. The action word is crying. So find the rest from, get for me the verbs and underline them. Writing and using verbs in present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is the same as now tense. Present continuous is the same as now tense. Let me write it here. Now tense. Another word for now tense, this tense has many names. Sometimes it can be now tense. Sometimes you can say present present continuous, present continuous tense. I can also use the word happening. All these words mean the same. Happening, something happening now. Happening. So all these words, dear children, mean the same. I can use the word now tense, present continuous tense. I can still use the word happening. So all these mean the same. And whenever you see the word now tense or present continuous tense all happening, just know you are going to add ing. So in this verb here, in this tense here, we add ing on the action word. Ing on the action word. And then we have some helping words. Some helping words. When you see the word is a helping word. When you find the word is in your sentence, you find the word are in your sentence, you find the word am in your sentence. These are helping words. Is a helping word. So she is, just know you're going to add ing on your action word. She is dancing. Because of this is, we are adding ing. We have the word are. Are is also a helping word. So whenever you find the are in a sentence, just know you're going to add ing on your action word, the one we call a verb. Okay, dear children? So, they are playing football. Because of are, we are adding ing. So that sentence means that sentence is in now tense or present continuous tense, the one we called happening. Something is happening now. Still we have another helping word, am. This one is usually used when you're talking about yourself. I am. You can't say they am, no. You use it when talking about yourself. I am reading a storybook. So these help whenever you find is, are, am in a sentence, just know you're going to add ing on the action word. So I think that point has reached home. Dear children, allow me to go to the next page. That is page 10. Page 10, we are still having the same work of verbs and then continuous tense, changing verbs to present continuous tense or now tense. So it's a matter of adding ing, just like you're seeing on the board. Though we have different words in the book. In the book we have the word teach. In present continuous tense or in now tense, it will become teaching. You copy the word teach and then add ing. We have the word learn. You copy the word learn and add ing. We have the word eat. Eating. You copy the word eat and then add ing. So that's what we are going to do. That work is as easy as ABC. I believe everyone has understood it. So, still on page 10, we have this instruction here, which says, I believe you're reading with me, good children. Everyone check in your book. We're on page 10. There's this instruction we are going to read together. So as you read, you can even use your pencil to be pointing as you read. Use the correct form of the words given in the brackets. Use, let me read like yours read. Let me read using your speed. Use the correct form of the word given in the brackets. Excuse me. So they want us to use these words given in brackets. Remember these helping verbs. Is, are. Whenever you find them in a sentence, just know you're adding ing. I am dash my teeth. I am dash my teeth. In brackets we have brush. Because of this we are going to add ing. So we copy this word brush, we write it and then add ing. Sorry, my space seems to be small, but you will just forgive me for that. I am brush, you copy the word brush, and then add ing. I am brushing my teeth. I am brushing my teeth. Number 2 says, I'll dash the floor. Grace and Diana, I'll dash the floor. In brackets we have the word sweep. Remember in our sentence we have this helping word, I'll. And I told you whenever you see I'll, just know you're going to add ing on the verb. Diana and Grace are sweeping. So you copy the word sweep and then you add ing, just like I'm going to do here. Diana and Grace are, here write a small letter because it is in the middle of the sentence, so don't write your capital S. Diana and Grace are sweep, then you add ing. Diana and Grace are sweeping the floor. Number 3, I'm doing number 3 for you. Then you do the rest of the numbers up to number 8. The milk is dash. The milk, we have this word is. We have that helping verb, is. The milk is boiling. You copy the word boil from the brackets. Oil. Oil. Then you add ing. The milk is boiling. The milk is boiling. So that's how we go about that work. Dear children, let's go to the next page. That is page 11. And that's where we shall stop today. Page 11. Oh, sorry, before you go to page 11, there's some work left there on page 10. Verbs that drop E. Yes, let's talk about the verbs that drop E. Let me write those verbs that drop E. We talked about them briefly. I wrote some 3 words here. Some 2 words are even here. Let's see other words that drop E. Those other words, those other action words or doing words that drop E, that end with E. We have other action words. We have those other words, those other doing words or action words. Let me write some of them here. I have the word drive. Drive is an action. Is an action word. I have the word dance. When you look at the word dance, dance ends with E. I have the word move. Move ends with E. I have the word like. Like also ends with E. Take. Take ends with E. examples are enough. Number 6, I have the word close. So when you look at all these words, they have something in common. They all end with E, and they are all action words, all verbs. So when you look at these action words, they have E at the end. So we said words, verbs, or doing words that end with E. When changing them to now tense, we drop the E. Drive will become driving. We are going to drop the E. We are not going to write the E, but instead we shall just add ing. Dance, dancing. You write dance, you don't write the E, you add ing. Move, you don't write the E, you copy the word move, but you leave the E and add ing. We have the word like, you copy it, minus E, you don't write the E, you add ing. There is a common word that there is this word and it is very common. The word write. Most of you write it as writing. So that is the word write. When you're writing, you don't write the E. Some of you write it like this. This is very wrong. Okay? You don't write writing like this. No, this is very wrong. We drop the E and just add ing. So dear children, you will finish for me those remaining words by dropping E and adding ing. Now we are on the last page we are handling today, and that is page 11. On page 11 we have an instruction which says complete the sentences with the correct form of the word of the given verb. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the given verb. Number 1 says, Daddy is dash a car. We have the word drive. Daddy, dad is dash a. Daddy is dash a car. In brackets we have the word drive. Remember what we talked about this. When you leave the E there, the word will be driving. It will not be driving, but instead it will be driving, and that's not what we want. So we shall say Daddy is driving a car. This one ends with E, it means we shall drop the E. Daddy is drive, don't write the E. Add ing. Daddy is driving a car. Number 2, we are doing 2 examples here because they all end with E. So it means you will have to drop the E and add ing. Is teacher dash on the chalkboard? This is a question. Is teacher dash the chalkboard? Is teacher dash the chalkboard? Question mark. In brackets we have the word write. Oh, there is a child I remember that wrote like this. Is teacher writing? Ah, I laughed. I tell you, I laughed. This is very wrong. Is teacher writing? This is wrong. We said we drop the E. We drop the E. We don't write the E there. Is teacher writing? When you put E, it will be writing. So you drop the E and add ing. Is teacher writing? Oh, sorry. On. Is teacher writing on the chalkboard? So that's how we're going to go about that. Now, lastly, on that page, let's look at the story here. The story is here. We are going to read it, and then after we answer in full sentences. We have our heading, the one we call title. So when I use the word title, I'm referring to heading. So title, Tom and Tim. Tom and Tim. Tom and Tim are friends. Tom is 5 years old. Tim is 6 years old. Tom likes English, but Tim likes literacy. Tom is in top class, while Tim is in primary 1. I'm going to read one more time. When you're given a text, when you're given something like a story, make sure you read more than one time so that you can understand the written text, that you can understand what they have written on the board or in the book properly. So we have Tom and Tim. Tom and Tim are friends. Remember to read, when you see a full stop, you have to pause a bit. You have to stop a bit. Tom and Tim are friends. Tom is 5 years old. Tim is 6 years old. Tom likes English, but Tim likes literacy. Tom is in top class, while Tim is in primary 1. So that is our story. We have the questions down there. The first question says, who are friends? The good thing with English, you are allowed to go back and copy. Not copying from your neighbor, but copying from the story. For instance, here we have a story. So nobody stops you from going back to copy the answer from the story. So it is very okay for you to go back and copy, but not copying from your friend or your neighbor, but from the text. Who are friends? You go back to your story and check who are friends. Tom and Tim are friends. Who are friends? Don't just say Tom and Tim. My dear, I need a full sentence. Who are friends? Tom and Tim are friends. Tom and Tim are friends. Tom and Tim are friends. Tom, capital T, Tom, and capital T for Tim. When you're writing names of people, dear children, we write them starting with a capital letter. Tom and Tim are friends. Are friends. Full stop. Don't forget to put that dot at the end of the sentence, because without it, teacher won't give you a mark. So the next question says, how old is Tim? You go back in your story, read and see how old is Tim. Tom and Tim are friends. Tom is 5 years old. Did they ask for Tom? Tim. They asked for Tim. Tom is 5 years old. Tim. Yes, they asked for Tim. Tim is 6 years old. So, how old is Tim? Tim is 6 years old. You copy that sentence. Tim is 6 in what? 6 years. Old. See, Tim is 6 years old. The next question says, who likes literacy? You will have to go back. I'm not going to tell you the answer here. I'm not going to write the answer, but you will have to go back in the story. You read, Tom and Tim are friends. Tom is 5 years old. Tim is 6 years old. Tom likes English, but Tim likes literacy. Who likes literacy? You tell us who likes literacy. Remember to write a full sentence. Who is 5 years old? Tom and Tim are friends. Tom is 5 years old. Who is 5 years old? Then you write, Tom is 5 years old. Avoid writing short answers like Tom. No. When you write such an answer in English, you will not be marked right. Who is 5 years old? Don't just write Tom. I need a full sentence there. And remember to punctuate your answer by putting a full stop. In which class is Tim? You look for the class and you write it. Tim is in, let me see, in which class is Tim? Tim is in primary 1. When you're writing primary, you have to begin with a capital P. Primary, capital P, and 1, capital O. Tim is in capital P, primary, capital O, 1. Tim is in primary 1. I think that is clear. Oh, let's finish with this. This is very easy and I like puzzles, by the way. I like puzzles. So, dear children, I have my puzzle here. You also have yours in the book. So, what you're going to do is filling in the missing letter. You've been guided by the pictures. They drew some pictures there. So you look at the picture, look at the word, and then fill in the missing letter. For example, here the first one, they drew for us an apple. They drew for us an apple, and then they wrote the word apple going down. Okay? And then they put a missing letter there, whereby you have to put the missing letter in the word apple. The next one, there is a word going across. There is a word, these ones that go down, we say down. Then those ones that go like this, we say across. Now we have a word that is going across. And I'm seeing a picture of a pencil. There's a picture of a pencil. So what you're going to do, you fill in the missing letter. Pencil. Pen. In the word pencil, by the way, there is a small word pen. Pencil. Pencil. So you will have to put the missing letter. Across here, I'm seeing a picture of a cup. And the word cup was written going down. But there's a missing letter there that you have to complete. Then lastly, I'm seeing a picture of a leaf. Still it goes down. A picture of a leaf that is going like this. So you write for me the word leaf going down. Leaf. Here the first one was apple going down. You complete it by filling in the missing letter. Here I have the word pencil going across. So you fill in the missing letter in the word pencil. Still going down, I have a picture of a cup and I have the word cup, but there is a missing letter. You have to fill it to make it the word cup. The same applies on the word on the picture of a leaf. There's a picture of a leaf and there's a word going down. That word is missing some letters, so you write the missing letters to make it the word leaf. Thank you for being good children. I love you so much. Always remember to keep safe. Avoid crowded places. Wash your hands always. Sanitize. Wear your mask. Okay? Bye-bye.